time to stop the talking. It's time for deciding. Join Restore or be no more. Join Restore or be no more. Stand up together, fight for our shore. Join Restore or be no more. Millions must go, send them back where they came. You must speak English, we don't care for the game. No more excuses, speak English or get out. Learn our traditions, don't force us to learn yours. Respect our culture or head straight for the doors. This is Britain, we don't bow to foreign laws. Join Restore or be no more. Join Restore or be no more. Stand up together, fight for our shore. Join Restore or be no more. No more grooming gangs, no more two-tier rules, no more foreign flags flying over our schools. Put Britain first, protect our kids and our land. If you won't stand with us, then you don't understand. From the 4 nations, one people, one flag in the sky. No more division, it's do or it's die. No more talking, no more fear. The hour is late and the moment is here. Join Restore or be no more. Join Restore or be no more. Millions must go, send them back to the shore. You must speak English,
Sorry.
or you're out the door. Join Restore or be no more. Join Restore or be no more.
Sorry about your loss, Stoker. When that happens, it's terrible. I hope you've just got good memories, happy memories. I think when you lose your father or mother, or both of them, I think that's kind of like they're the bedrock of the family, aren't they? When you've got your mother and your father and all your brothers alive, life is good. And then somehow, when one of them goes, the light goes out a bit, doesn't it? And you just go on. Yeah. Remember the good times. That's all you can do. Okay, morning, guys. Well, we got 13 in the room. Yeah. 12 other people wet the bed. Or 12 other people haven't got a life like me. No, it's nice to just chill out for 1 hour. 87. I hope he's doing well. I hope to be still doing videos when I'm 87. I'll still be complaining. Yeah. No jokes now, Paul. It's a serious subject. I hope you had a good life. Lisa. Is it Lisa or Liza? It's Lisa, not Liza. Wasn't that Lisa Minnelli? Up at 6. If I'd known I would have come on live. I was up at 6 also. Perhaps I should go on live. Anyhow, I'm too busy checking up on the news and stuff like that, see what's happening around the world. If you guys see any stories you think I should be reporting, I just noticed my eyes look a bit better today, don't they? These cameras are good, like mirrors. Yeah, much better. It'll get worse as the day goes on. I'll go from my blue glasses to my sunglasses. Yeah. Yeah, if any of you see any news stories or anything that I should be reporting on, because I miss so much, try to jump around everywhere, but don't really see it. I wonder if my wife is looking in this morning. She's still out in Turkey. I really must go out and get some food. No, I don't have to worry today. My granddaughter, Bonnie's mother, is coming over at 6 p.m. When my wife went away, Nia, that's my granddaughter, said she'd be over regular to keep an eye on me. But she hasn't. They drift away, don't they? They've got their own lives, yeah. Anyhow, she's coming over at 6 o'clock and we're going to have a Chinese. There's no furniture still in the house, but we do have a bit of a kitchen table. I'm just looking at it. I'm ashamed to show you a photograph. It's just piled up with my bits and pieces, wire, boxes, stuff like that. So she's coming over at 6 and we're going to order a Chinese. I like Chinese food. I like the Chinese people, actually, the ones that, but that might have something to do with the years I spent in Hong Kong. Strange people, the Chinese. They do have a sense of humor, very fatalistic sense of humor. Yeah. English lass, Lammy hates Arsenal. Any reason why? If it's a football thing, I wouldn't have a clue. I don't follow football. Don't follow football at all. Right. We could start off with a quick look at the news, but first I'm going to play some of Kev's stuff. It's easy listening music, guys. That's why I like it in the morning.
Lying lonely in my bed tonight.
Easy listening.
Moonlight dancing on the wall.
I'll get
Every
photo.
shadow whispers your name so soft. I can almost feel your call. Silence wraps around my heart, but in my dreams you're close to me. Your breath is warm against my skin, just the way it's meant to be. Every second we're apart feels like a lifetime in the dark. Hold me tight, my love, don't ever let me go. Kiss me slowly like the world is moving slow. Keep me safe inside your arms forevermore. Never let me walk alone outside your door. Love me always, promise we will never part. Seal it with a kiss and guard my heart. Hold me till the morning light. Never let me go. I think about your gentle touch, the way you trace my face, the way your fingers find my hand like they've memorized the place. Every kiss so soft and deep sets my restless soul at ease. When you whisper that you're mine, it's the sweetest melody. Every heartbeat calls your name, burning like an endless flame. Hold me tight, my love, don't ever let me go. Kiss me slowly like the world is moving slow. Keep me safe inside your arms forevermore. Never let me walk seal it with a kiss and guard my heart. Hold me till the morning light and never let me go. If tomorrow fades away and the stars forget to shine, I'll still be wrapped inside your love, with your lips pressed close to mine. Forever isn't long enough when I'm lying by your side. So kiss me soft and hold me close. Be my heart, my guide. Hold me tight, my love, don't ever let me go. Kiss me slowly like the
Love one of
world
those
is
jackets.
moving slow. Keep me safe inside your arms forevermore. Never let me walk alone outside your door. Love me always, promise we will never part. Seal it with a kiss and guard my heart. Hold me till the morning light, never let me go. Kiss me slow, my darling. Hold me close forever. In your arms is where I stay, now and always, together.
Oh, tell us about that, English lass. What show is this? Yeah, we'd be interested. And Proverbs, come on, give us a nice proverb for the day. Let's start off the day positive, is it? Yeah. Yeah. Do you think I should? Should I wear the pith helmet? Should I? I'd become too much of a trophy or a target. The same with this one. I've had this since 2006. It's been in so many videos, and they always try and someone always tries to steal it. I don't want to lose it now. After all these years, 20 odd years, I think what I might wear is, I know what I'm going to be wearing. I'll be wearing a bump helmet. It's basically a baseball cap with a skull protector inside, just for bumps. Yeah, you can't tell that it's protected. Sometimes they like to throw stuff, don't they? But yeah, I might take it up. I'll take it up just in case. I can't wait, to be honest. As soon as my wife is back, I'm going to get the car in, and I'm going to get it going. I'm used to driving big cars. Well, working was all 3 litres, Ford Kuga, BMW 628. Best car ever, BMW 628 CSI. Didn't have one like that now. Yeah. So now I've got an old Ford Fusion. It's 15, 16 years old. When I retired, didn't need a big fast car anymore. Only goes to the co-op. Oh dear. So it'll be strange driving on a motorway in a low-powered car, because I do tend to drive fast. Worked for an insurance company. Get lots of data. Do you know the most, I'm not going to say dangerous, but amongst the fastest drivers, IT people, programmers, IT contractors, which is what I done, always in a rush, because you paid, you could virtually say paid by the minute, or used to be back then. So always in a rush to get there, get on with the job and deliver penalties. So they tend to drive faster than average. English, Brilliant car, the Senator. Brilliant car, English class, the Senator. Used to drive my wife mad because I'd have all the books and of routes to drive, scenic routes all around the country. Just jump in, go, book into a bed and breakfast hotel. Remember driving down to Land's End, stayed at the State House Hotel there. Was it Peter de Savary? He had a hotel in Land's End, one in John O'Groats. Never drove to John O'Groats, bit too far. But stayed at the State House Hotel in Land's End. That was nice. A good motorway car. On the way to work in the mornings, I was on contract in Cheltenham then, down the old M4 onto the M50 early in the morning, 5, 6 in the morning, nobody on it. I could rack her up to 120, no problem. Always comfortable at about 100 miles an hour, but when I pushed it above 100, even my palms would get sweaty. I only took it up to 120 2 or 3 times. Stupid. Now I tend to stick to the speed limit. I had, I fitted on it, because I was all over the place in the country, I fitted at the Snoopers anti-radar detectors, pick up the gats. So I had one of those fitted, and then they made them illegal afterwards. I had laser devices fitted in the front and back, so that if a laser gun hit me, it would reflect back a bad signal, so they couldn't clock your speed and use it as evidence. Saved me twice. Yeah. Got away with numerous speeding things from the cameras. There's ways around it to avoid the speeding thing. I'm not saying it's right, but there you go. Our Proverbs has got our thing. Our proverb. Evil will never leave the house of one who pays back evil for good. Evil will never leave the house. I'm trying to wrap my mind around that. Must be a little bit dumb. Evil will never leave the house of one who pays back evil for good. Okay, I'm obviously not functioning today. Right, where's this? All right, 31st, May 31st. Are you going down, Joe? Is there any chance of a lift or Southampton? We'll talk about it. If I can get there, we'll see. Just waiting for good weather so I can get out and test this setup for going live. Joe, do you know Roger? If I just say Roger. If you know who Roger is, you know who Roger is. If you don't, you don't. I'll enter around, Joe. I used to work with him closely years ago. We had a bit of a falling out, but we patched up our differences, I'm pleased to say. At least I hope so. The past is the past. We've got to unite now. Give him my regards.
But the borders are wide while our streets fill up with the waves of the tide. We're not criminals, we're the sons of this soil, yet they call us bigots when we dare to recall. From London to Belfast, the same old refrain, they sell out our future for globalist gain. Free, free, I just wanna be free as the wind on the Antrim Hills, free as the sea. Free, free, I just wanna be out where the Union Jack flies proud and free. So strike up the drum, let me show them my flag. Let the pipes play the old tunes our fathers once sang. Open the gates, let us stand once again as free men of Britain, defending our land. They cut off the winter fuel, left the older ones to freeze, while hotels shine bright for the boats on the breeze. Two-tier justice, two-tier rules, they protect the invaders but chain up the few. Our kids can't afford them in the towns where they grew, but the checks keep flowing to the ones passing through. No more surrender, no more shame, we're rising again in our Father's name. Free, free, I just wanna be free as the wind on the island breaks, free as the sea. Free, free, I just wanna be out where the Union Jack flies proud and free. So strike up the drum, let me shoulder my flag. Let the pipes play the old tunes our fathers once sang. Open the gates, let us stand once again as free men of Britain, defending our land. They call us far right, they smear and they lie, but the truth's in the streets, you can see it in our eyes. We've seen the betrayal, we felt the cold hand of leaders who sold out our once proud land. So raise up the banner, shout out the call, for Britain undivided, we'll never fall. Free, free, I just wanna be free as the wind on the Snowdon peaks, free as the sea. Free, free, I just wanna be out where the Union Jack flies proud and free. So strike up the drum, let me shoulder my flag. Let the pipes play the old tunes our fathers once sang. Open the gates, let us stand once again as free men of Britain, defending our land. Free, free, I just wanna be free as the wind on the Yorkshire moors, free as the sea. Free, free, I just wanna be out where the Union Jack flies proud and free. So strike up the drum, shoulder the load for the land of our fathers. Down the long road, no surrender, no chains, no more lies. We're the free men of Britain, under our skies.
Yeah, that was good. I like those songs. Morning Coach Time Stepper. What does Kerry say? Yeah, I've got great neighbours. Really, really great neighbours. Going back decades. Yeah. Never been in their house. Never been in mine. They pick up parcels for us if we're not in. We pick up parcels for them. We greet each other warmly every time. We stop and chat outside on the doors when we pass each other. And it's a fabulous relationship. I've got a defibrillator. Why have I got a defibrillator? A friend died of an heart attack, and I wondered if there'd been a defibrillator, or if I'd been around, I could have helped him. I didn't. I panicked my wife. I don't worry about death, to be honest. And to die would be an awfully big adventure, wouldn't it? That's what Peter Pan said at any rate. I subscribe to that. It would be a big adventure. You'd find out once and for all. Just in case, though, accept Pascal's wager. That's a good one to take. Hedge your bets. So got a defibrillator. They know I've got it if they need it, as do all my neighbours in the immediate surround. I got it because my wife worries about stuff like that. And I wouldn't want anything to happen to her because I can't cook, can I? Yeah. Right, about time we had a look at what Rupert Lowe is doing. Stand by. Let's So do that. Then we go here, do that. Rupert Lowe, I want Circle to know that any effort to house illegals in Great Yarmouth will be met with as much lawful resistance as I and every single county councillor in the constituency can generate. Don't bother, it is not worth your time or money. Great Yarmouth is Restore Britain. Well, that is bloody brilliant, isn't it? Bloody brilliant. That's the kind of man we want. We want MPs like that in every constituency. Basically, I want the country to be a one-party state. Restore Britain. Yeah, I might make a video about that. Restore Britain has been labelled an openly far-right party by The Guardian. If being openly far-right means deporting foreign rapist scumbags whilst not allowing our country to descend further into a third world hellhole, then yes, sign us up. That's Restore Britain. Fabulous. Then last bit of news, I think. Rupert Lowe, Makerfield is set for the 18th of June. Message to Restore Britain members, I will be there on the weekend of the 13th and the 18th itself. Okay, well, I'm going to have to be there then for the 13th. Yeah, 13th. And perhaps the 18th as well. We shall see. Yeah, why not? If that car can make it, I'm going. Any other thing? And then on to cheap power. Well, that's good. That thing there about, what was it? Illegal immigrants. Let's have a look at this. See what you make of this story, guys. This is an interesting story. I'll share this. Have I got it there? There. Oh, hang on. Let me get out of the way. There. This is good. Right. Pork sausages featured on controversial £410,000 migrant deportation flight. This is out of the Republic of Ireland. Predominantly Pakistanis were on the flight. Full English breakfast was offered to passengers heading to the Muslim majority country in a move branded inappropriate. Oh, tough. Leave them on the side of the effing plate. What's wrong with our breakfast? Absolutely nothing at all. If they don't like pork sausages, take the pork. What are they even doing feeding them? I mean, in the military, when we got moved around, they give us a doggy bag. There'd be a sandwich in it or a pasty, something like that. Don't like the look of the fried bread. I prefer my fried bread browner and crispier. But they're lucky. But the story gets worse. Where the passengers were held, yeah. Serving pork sausages as part of a full Irish breakfast. Yeah, there's people who can't afford a breakfast. There's old age pensioners who can't afford a breakfast. There's unemployed who can't afford a breakfast like that. Anyhow, they've changed their menu. We've given in to them again. We should give in to them on nothing. We should bend on nothing. The flight cost £410,000. Crackdown on illegal immigration. 205 people. 205 immigrants were deported, which cost £1 million. £1 million that should have been spent on our own people, or in this case, the people of the Republic of Ireland. Oh, nice. The things that will catch a chap's eye. Right. Overall, the operation was conducted with respect for the rights and dignity. They have no rights. They have no dignity. One claimed his mobile phone had not been returned. He got it back in the end. But there was something there I missed. Sorry about this, guys. Let's look for it. Asylum seekers are offered £8,000. £8,000 to return to their original countries. I bet Pakistan, who's recently deported between 1 and 2 million, Afghanis in the space of a year. I bet they don't pay those people they deport in £8,000, do they? Yeah, I love black pudding as well. I really do. Proverbs. What can we do with you? Not a lot. Yeah, I'm sure you'd look great in it. Yeah. Certainly give us a laugh, if nothing else. Right. So we've done the Rupert Lowe news. It's 8:30. We're halfway through our little morning show. So it's time we had another tune, isn't it? Not that one. The next one is one of Kev's, and you know Kev when he's in a dark mood. Let's go this one.
Down by Coney Island lights, I saw my dream in pink and white.
You do look good.
I met you where the sea breeze played. Neon stars began to sway. You look so fine, my heart went loose. In your poodle skirt and saddle shoes, your ribbon dance, your smile was bright like a Luna Park on a Friday night. I tried to speak, but all I knew was, baby, can I walk with you? From Corbin Place, we took it slow, past some laughs and radio. The waves were singing soft and true, and every step was something new. Oh, saddle shoes, poodle skirt, you made my teenage heart go berserk. By the boardwalk, by the sea, you were walking right next to me. Whoa, Brighton Beach moon, we fell in rhythm way too soon. Doo-wop, darling, sweet and true. Coney Island gave me you. Doo-wop, 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 doo-wop. We rode the wonder wheel up high, touching clouds in a cotton candy sky. You held the rail, I held my breath. That little car swung left and left. Then you laughed and said my name. Hey, don't you go to Lincoln same. I said, no way, that can't be right. But there you were in homeroom light. We named some friends one by one, Joey Rose and Frankie Dunn. Turns out the world was small and sweet, two hearts living on the same street. Oh, saddle shoes, poodle skirt, you made my teenage heart go berserk. By the boardwalk, by the sea, you were walking right next to me. Whoa, Brighton Beach moon, we fell in rhythm way too soon. Doo-wop, darling, sweet and true. Coney Island gave me you. Doo-wop, 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 doo-wop. The cyclone roared, the jukebox cried, but I heard angels by my side. Same old school, same old crowd, still you felt like a brand new cloud. And when the tide rolled in that night, Brooklyn sparkled silver bright. I knew before the evening passed, first hello could be built to last. Oh, saddle shoes, poodle skirt, you made my teenage heart go berserk. From Corbin Place to Brighton Sand, I was dreaming hand in hand. Whoa, wonder wheel blew round and round, I fell for you. Doo-wop, darling, sweet and true. Coney Island gave me you. Doo-wop, 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 doo-wop. Sha-la-la, 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 sha-la-la. Same school bells, same old friends, but that boardwalk never ends. Sha-la-la, doo-wop, doo-wop. Coney Island gave me you. Doo-wop, doo-wop. Coney Island gave me you.
Okay. If any of you've got any news stories you think I should be doing, my eyes are starting to go again. If any of you've got any news stories you think I should be doing a video on, something I've missed, something that will be of interest to the Patriots, let me know in the links with you. I'm a bit stuck this morning. I've got not writer. I used to get writer's block when I used to do articles. It's a terrible thing, writer's block. Terrible. Some days you can just knock them out of the park one after another, and other days you just sit and you know what you want to write, but you just can't do it. And it's the same with videos. Like yesterday, I done 3 this morning. Once I start, I'll be great, but I do need something to make videos about. It's difficult to find something new every day. And then you write, you make a video, and you spend hours researching it. And then when you go and have a look, about a month later, you found out it made 7 pence. No. You won't become, unless you can get up in the tens of thousands, you won't get, you can't make a living at this. You've got to subsidize it until you get really big, and it can take years to get big. Our channel's come a long way in 6 months, a very long way, a very long way. Normally take 2 years to get to where we are for some channels, and we're in a specialist niche as well. Not many people, sadly, don't follow politics, so it's really specialist. If you go into something like gaming, wow. If I was to do videos about, say, my submarine game, I'd get tens of thousands of views every day. Loads of advertising revenue, but it's not what it's about, is it? We're about taking back our country and supporting Restore Britain. Yeah, I agree with you there. With regards to the Irish, Northern Ireland, Ulster, and the Republic of Ireland, they've got those ratbag Sinn Féin, haven't they? Sinn Féin IRA. You'd think that in the Republic of Ireland, they'd be against the flooding of their country with the Third World. But of course, Sinn Féin, I knew this way back in time in 1969, Sinn Féin have always been global Marxists. They want the flooding of the Third World into the Republic of Ireland. Same in Wales with Plaid Cymru. Plaid Cymru, they are Marxists. They've always been Marxists. They say they hate the English, but they don't just hate the English, they hate the white Welsh as well. They believe that anybody can be Welsh. They literally believe that anybody can be Welsh. Yeah. And yet some people, ignorant people, still fall for their nonsense and their lies. All right, sorry, it's difficult to keep track. Stand by, Joe, I'll get a link. We'll give it a go. If it doesn't work out, Joe, we'll see. That's all we can do, mate. That's all we can do. Let's give it a go. I know that, Patriot, any money I make is going to go back into the cause one way or another. If me drinking a bottle of rum occasionally helps the cause, so be it. Yeah, I haven't had a bottle of rum for a long time, actually. No. Oh, I don't object to any patriot making money by any means possible if it advances the cause. Yeah. Some of them I can even accept if they're not genuinely in it for the cause, but to make money. But so long as they're pushing in the right direction, I don't mind that either. What I do object to is people who grift off patriots purely to make money. That really grinds my gears, that does. That does. The first money that this channel made, we made £169. Not a lot, considering the number of videos and stuff we've done. And we donated all of that straight away. We gave £100 to Restore Britain. And I'm sure we'll be giving more money to Restore Britain. Here's Joe now. Hope it works, Joe.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, so far. Keep
Oh,
talking.
good. I work in the valleys, see, so my signal's usually not much cop like.
You've got to do what I do there. Oh, right. Yeah, I understand, brother. I'm a
If I was
valley myself.
if I was at home, my signal would be all right. That's why I said if we could come on at 4 o'clock one day, I'd be all right, like, you know.
Okay, well, let's see. We due to go live at 8 p.m. tonight. Is that no good for you?
No, the thing is like you were saying about going to Southampton.
Yeah.
I haven't been going to many demos lately because my mother's not very well, like, you know, but like, so I haven't been doing a lot for the last couple of months, like, you know, but and I haven't bothered going live because my YouTube is being absolutely strangled. I've lost over 1,000 followers on there. I had over 41,000 followers, and I was putting videos on and getting massive amounts of hits and that. And now, if I put a video on, I'm lucky to get 300 views, like, you know.
Right.
And yeah, go on.
Joe, could I have your link, please? Could I have your link? I don't know if you're aware of it, Joe, but there's been a lot of complaints. This channel has lost a lot of subscribers over the last week, 50 plus. But then I went and read about it, and it seems that YouTube are doing one of their regular purges of bots and dead accounts. So lots of people are reporting loss of subscribers.
Yeah, well, when the Straddy Park thing was happening internationally, I was putting videos on and I was getting 5 million views a week, you know? But like, I still don't get any money for it because they won't monetize me. But because of the stuff I put on, like, you know? But like, I wanted to explain, like, I call myself Welsh nationalist. The reason I do that is because I'm fed up of Plaid Cymru claiming to be nationalists. Like, so I'm not a nationalist in the Plaid Cymru sense of it, right? I'm just Welsh and I'm a nationalist. And that's why I call myself Welsh nationalist. And I've had to block about 60 Plaid Cymru idiots this week, right? Because they just keep coming on calling me Sais, which means English, right? And like, I'm not English, I'm from Barry, right? And my ancestry goes back a long way in Wales, right? And they just keep saying, you're not Welsh, you're English, you know? And like, their fanatical hatred for the English is beyond. And I think that they feel like allowing us to be flooded with Afghans and Somalis is in some way sticking it to the English, you know? And like, I want to know how they think that the Welsh language and culture is going to survive when we're flooded with foreigners. Like, most of these people don't even want to speak English, never mind Welsh. Do you know what I mean?
I do, because I tangled with a professor, an American professor who lives in Wales, and she was fanatical Plaid Cymru. Yeah, I can't. Right, she was fanatical, and she would have a pop at me because she was learning Welsh and that, and she could, which I don't speak, and she would have a go at me for not learning Welsh. And I said, if I'm going to learn a language, I'm going to learn a language that would help me in my career, which was computing. And as it was, I went on, and when I was in Portugal, my Portuguese got really good. Bom dia, como está? O que há de novo? All the stuff, because that language was useful to me. Welsh. But I did a contract for the Welsh office. We had the Welsh office then, Joe.
Yeah, I remember,
They would give jobs to people who were permanent jobs. I was a contractor, so they needed my skills. And they would give jobs to anyone. Priority would be Welsh speakers or people learning Welsh, which meant that their staff or management staff was shit because they hadn't
Yeah.
been appointed.
Yeah, I
for
remember
their
that they
skills.
would only employ you if you spoke Welsh
Yeah.
fluently. Yeah, 'cause, like I'm not fluent. I can speak a little bit, but like there's really in your normal life, there's not much use for it, is there? You know, like I don't want our language to die out, but these people, they're fanatical about the language and nothing else, just that and hating the English. And you know, it's just like if you look around, like I'm working in all these valley towns in Aronda, right? And I'm looking out the window, and like there's just Africans walking around everywhere, and it's like Penrith and Mardy. There's just like you drive through Mardy, and there's just African kids all going to school and that, you know. And these idiots from Plaid Cymru, they think that the minute their feet touch the floor here, they just become Welsh. But like that's not how it works. It's like if you import all these Afghans and Somalis, like they don't become Welsh. This area becomes Somalia. That's how it works, like, you know. And I just don't understand it. And like I've been having these debates with them and saying, "You tell me how you're a nationalist, then, right? How are you a nationalist if you don't put your people first, and you want foreigners to flood your country? You tell me how that makes you a nationalist." And they just go, "You're English, you are. You're an English Nazi," you know. And there's no debating with them. That's why I've just started blocking them, because first of all, I knew it was going to wind them up calling myself Welsh nationalist. I've been doing that for about 6 years now, calling myself that. And they hate it beyond, like, you know, and they just can't get to grips. But I do get a lot of people saying to me, "You want to break up the union?" No, I don't. Like, I'm not one of them.
That was the first thing I thought, Joe. When you said you're a Welsh nationalist, I thought, oh, hold on here. I'm against anything breaking up the union, because I consider myself a British nationalist. But now you've explained it, I might start saying it to wind them up myself.
Well, of course, like, because, you know, what is a nationalist? A nationalist is not one of those idiots. They are globalists, right? And like, I was like, I'm 60 now, right? I was in the BNP in the early 90s when Derek Beacon won that election in Tower Hamlets, right? I know Roger from years ago, like, you know, I can remember your blog back in the day, like, you know, like I've been around a long time, and like, we could have a chat about the EDL and that, because if you watched, I don't know whether you watched that Liam Tuff's that fucking idiot, right? He interviewed Kev Carroll last week, who's Tommy's cousin, and he said, why did they call it the English Defence League? Well, because there was already a Welsh Defence League, and it was me that started the Welsh Defence League.
Oh, of course it was.
Yeah, and that was why they called it the English Defence League. And I was mates with Tommy for about a year or so. And, you know, in the beginning, he wasn't controlled opposition. And I did a stream with Horace a while ago, and I explained that Tommy asked me to go to America with him to meet influential people who wanted to sponsor the EDL. And it was quite clear who they were, right? And he said all the, you know, like I started out when I was young as a football hooligan. I got in a load of trouble, right? And I said, we won't get into America. And he said, no, it's all going to be paid for, and it's all going to be sweet, because people in the Senate are going to, you know, cover it for us. We're getting in, and we're going to get funding. And I said, who's going to fund you? And he said, I can't tell you unless you come. And I said, listen, if people fund you, they then own you, don't they? Right? No one's going to fund you for nothing, are they? They want something back. And he's no, they just want to fund us because they're, you know, they're anti-Islam and all this. And I said, no, I'm not going. It sounds dodgy to me. Like, and then when he came back, he suddenly started promoting Israel, and he suddenly started calling for multiculturalism and all the rest of it, and then everything was like aimed at Islam only. You know what I mean? And like I've said this to people loads of times. It's obvious now. Years ago, I used to say this to people, and they didn't believe me. But now it's obvious, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
But you know, we could have a good chat. Like I'm in work at the moment, like you know, but. So I can stay on for a little bit, like, but I can't really be on here for ages. But if you want me to come on one day, but the best time for me is, the best time for me is in the week about 4 o'clock. It's at the moment because my mother's not well. I'm having to go there all the time, and I'm, you know, it's taking up all my time, like, you know. But if you want to go to that Southampton thing, there's a lad from up your way. I think he's near Ebervale or somewhere near there, like, right? So he said to me yesterday that he may be going. So if he is going, I could maybe get you a lift, like, you know?
That would be wonderful to go down with fellow patriots. Listen, Joe, I really, really do want us to have a long talk, and we'll do a live stream at 4 p.m. We'll announce it well in advance, because I think you've got lots of information that people would genuinely want to right from the beginning, if you like, from your first involvement in politics, your early days, right up until today's date. That would be wonderful.
When I joined the BNP,
so if I can say, the problem with me is, I don't know whether it's my age, as you know, I'm 77. My memory, I can remember events, but I forget it. I forget in people's names, you know, and I forgot about you and the Welsh Defence League until you said it then.
Well, when I joined the BNP, I was in my 20s, and John Tyndall was in charge of it then, you know. So that's how far back my nationalism goes, like, you know. But like, I can tell you a lot of stories, but we obviously need more time, don't we? So if we can sort it out for one day and give people a bit of notice, that'll be all right, like, you know.
So you used to follow the Green Arrow blog. Did you follow it then when it went on to become the British Resistance?
I can remember it, but it's like a vague memory, you know. Like Roger told me when I was in the BNP years ago. Roger said, "Oh, he used to say, get on the Green Arrow blog, get on the Green Arrow blog," and I used to read it all the time, and. I can sort of remember you did a big post saying you were giving it up. Did you do that? Yeah, it's all so far back in time. I can't remember tidy, like, you know.
Roger was, if you like, our front man for the Green Arrow, the Friends of the Green Arrow, and then what became the British Resistance. And Roger was the front man that we put in front of the camera. And he spoke Welsh fluently. That came in handy once when he was up in at a protest up in London, and we would the Green Arrows would fund Roger, and we bought all the camera equipment, and we would send poor old Roger and the cameraman, and sometimes I'd go with them as well to get in front of the camera. But Roger was a natural in front of the camera, and he done some great work. At the end, we had a bit of a falling out because I was a Griffinite and he was not. But these things happen, and we've moved on. He done a great job, and he done a great job down at Stradey Park, didn't he? I think.
Yeah. Well, if you look at that link I put in earlier, that was me and Mark Collett dissecting the BBC hit piece, because what they did was they got this guy to join us, right? And because I was the organizer for PA in Wales, but I'm not now, right? But I was organizing it, and we were doing bridge drops. Roger's not in PA, but like we were just doing bridge drops, and this guy joined, and we knew he was a bit iffy. But like the thing is, if you're going to have people join you, you're wide open to being infiltrated. But I said to people, even if we get infiltrated, we're not criminals, right? You know. Absolutely. As long as we're not breaking the law, there's nothing they can do about it. But have a look at that documentary there, and it's me and Mark Collett dissecting it, right? Because they caught me saying nothing illegal at all. Roger says to the guy that he's buying shotguns in case it kicks off with migrants, but he said he was winding the kid up, like, right? But they never got me to say, everything they got me saying was, I said, if it wasn't for blacks and Jamaicans in this country, we wouldn't have any knife crime, right? And they played that on there as if that was something really bad, I'd said. And then I said, the guy who did the stabbing in Southport, well, he's not Welsh, he's African, right? And they made a big deal out of that as well. But I didn't get arrested. This was not last January, the January before, and I've still not been arrested, right? They got all these foreign lawyers on there saying, oh, Mr. Marsh should be arrested for his comments. He's inciting racial hatred and all that. So, well, I'm not. I'm legally protesting. And, you know, I'm not calling for violence. And, you know, there's nothing they can do about it. So they did a year-long, you know, investigation into us and ended up with nothing, you know? But have a look at it. Let me know what you think of it, like, you know, because they did an expose on me as well back in 2010, where when I was running the Welsh Defence League and that, like, and that was the same thing.
Put that link in again. What I'm going to do with this live stream when it ends, I'm going to clip out from where you come on as an introduction to the show that we'll do later on a date that you decide. You selected the day and the time. 4 p.m. You select the day, and then I can announce a live stream. So this will be a prequel to it. But I can't find that link that you said you posted.
I just posted it. It was an Odyssey link. I put it in your chat earlier. But, well, I won't be able to do it while I'm talking to you. Well, when I get off, I'll stick it in, right? And have a look at it. Because they've done a few, like, and if people look at my YouTube, I've made loads of videos, right? There's all the Straddy Pack stuff is all on there.
So what's the channel name again? What's your channel name?
It's Welsh Nationalist on. But if you put in Welsh Nationalist Joe Marsh, you'll find it. But like I said, I've lost in the last couple of months. I've lost over 1,000 followers, and I've stopped making little videos really because it's pointless chucking videos out and getting 300 views, like, you know.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking. I know. There we go. Welsh Nationalist Joe. Just right. Is it Joe Marsh? Yeah, Joe Marsh.
That's it.
I got you. Oh, I'm already subscribed. Sorry, mate.
Well, no, I used to put a lot of content on there, but I just haven't bothered lately because it's you know, demoralizing when you're putting all that effort into making videos and then they're just like nobody's seeing them. And even my missus is subscribed and she doesn't get a notification, you know? So clearly, like, even if like a quarter of the people on your subs got, you know, watched your videos, you should be getting 10,000 views on every video.
Well,
and you know, like, you know,
you've got 40,000 subscribers.
Yeah, I know. But that's, you know, and if you look at my stats, like it's well over 25 million views and that, like, you know what I mean? But all of a sudden, it just died a death, like, you know?
Okay.
So somebody somewhere has just put the block on me, I think, you know?
Oh, definitely. I sometimes think that even I notice if I talk about Israel and places like that, the videos are throttled straight away. Going back to Plaid Cymru, I mean, one of the first articles I did for the Green Arrow blog was exposing Leanne Wood of Plaid as being, she made donations to the Communist Party of Wales. And there was a huge fuss about it at the time. And they come back and they replied to me and said, well, she can donate whatever she likes to anybody she likes as a private individual. I thought, great. Yeah. Plaid has always been globalist, Marxist, haven't they?
Yeah,
Okay, then listen, you pick the date, and it'll be 4 o'clock if that's the time that suits you, and we'll do it, and I can really promote it. This morning,
well, maybe we can do it next week sometime. Then I'll let you know what day's best, like, you know. It's up to you when you want to do it, like, you know. But if you pre-advertise it, then you should get more people on, because we were doing streaming. We were streaming like once a month, and we were having 200-300 people watching live, like, you know. So, but the guys that were streaming with me lost their bottle, you know. after this, BBC investigation. But I got a few new guys at the moment. We're thinking of setting it back up, like, but it's a time matter at the moment, like, because I'm working full time and my mother's not well and I got to go to Bad. Don't live in Barry anymore, so I got to go there. It takes me an hour then to get home and that. So, I haven't got a lot of time at the moment, like, but I'll definitely find a few hours to speak to you, like,
Oh, that would be brilliant, Joe. The thing is, already I have a pile of questions I'd like to ask you. I mean,
yeah, go on.
I only met Mark Collett twice. I spoke to him. I think I got on well with him. I'm sorry to hear about his mother dying, because I thought she was quite nice when I met her. And but I really don't have a hard opinion on Mark, because I didn't know him well enough. Now, Paul Golding, I worked with Paul Golding and helped him set up Britain First back in the day with Jim Dawson, and yet Paul seems to have become a bit of a Zionist, doesn't he? I don't know.
Well, he's going with the grift, isn't he? Like, this is what a lot of them do. Like, that deep down he's an ethnat, right? I know we have to say ethnat to distinguish ourselves from these freaks, like, but he's going with the civnat bullshit at the moment, because that's where the grift is, that's where the money is, and if you're in it for the money, you got to appeal to the civnat bullshit. I put a post on earlier about this kid that got stabbed by this Sikh, right? Like, I said, not only has he stabbed that kid to death, he's stabbed a hole in Tommy's grift, right? Because Tommy didn't mention the kid that died because a Sikh did it, right? And Elon Musk has now mentioned it and said he'll fund the prosecution against the police. So Tommy now has been forced to speak about it and say it's disgusting what's happened. And everybody in Tommy's comments is saying, you love the Sikhs, though. You want the Sikh shirt. You've told people a million times. The Sikhs are amazing. We had some twat on Twitter the other day saying, oh, there's only been one incident with Sikhs. Like, no, there's not. There's loads, right? And to find them, you've got to put Singh, right? You've got to put Singh stabbing, Singh rape, because it doesn't say they're a Sikh, right? But if you put Singh, it finds all these, there's gang bullshit, there's drug dealing, there's rapes, there's stabbings, all the same shit the Muslims do, right? The Sikhs are doing it as well. But
agreed. I know about this, and I know about their ceremonial daggers, the kirpans, because I think I wrote about that in 2009. That it was wrong that they can carry these 8-inch daggers, Should we say that we're all Sikhs and then we can defend ourselves? That's what our women should say. I'm a Sikh. Okay, there was so many other questions. We'll leave it go for now. I'm going to get a video of, God, so many questions flooding into my mind, Joe. I'm so glad you came up and spoke.
Yeah, well, I wanted to speak last week, but I was in Treorchy. I was up the Bulk Mountain, right? And my signal was terrible, so I just couldn't, it's frustrating when you think you're speaking and nobody can hear you, but if we do a stream, I can do a couple of hours if we do it at 4 o'clock one day, and then think about some questions and that beforehand, and then we can go through a load of stuff,
We'll start right at the beginning. It'll be you doing the talking, and I'll be asking very few questions because people want to hear what you've got to say.
Yeah.
Okay, Joe, thanks a lot.
I got millions of stories, but cheers for having me on anyway, and I'll speak to you soon, all right?
No, don't thank me, buddy. I got to thank you. I got to thank you, Joe. I'm just glad to see you're still in the fight. I got knocked back for a while after the BNP fell. They went the same way with the Sikhs, though, didn't they? I remember saying, oh, well, we'll have to accept Sikhs, otherwise they were going to close the party down. But I never, ever liked that.
No.
I should imagine that's like how Paul Golding feels. Yeah. Yeah,
I know. Yeah. Well, none of them are, indigenous to this land, are they? Right. So the lot of them have got to go, and that's as simple as that. Yeah. Hey,
well, Joe, absolutely brilliant. I look forward to meeting you. Perhaps we can have a pint together as well somewhere. Yeah,
Yeah,
look up.
definitely. Yeah. All right then.
Thanks a lot,
Yeah.
Joe. And
See
don't
you
thank
soon.
me, buddy. I'm thanking you. Bye now,
All
Joe.
right then. See you later.
Bye, brother. What I'll do is now I'll take that clip of speaking to Joe, put something in the front of it, and then push it. It's so good to see someone from the past. I don't remember meeting Joe, and yet we would have been around at the same time. Then again, I was over at Bridgend. If he was over with Swansea, I don't know. We'll see. Well, that was great, wasn't it? That was a bit of luck that Joe came in today. And that means we'll have a good show later on. I'm going to put some music on and bugger it. We'll keep rolling for a bit longer. And then it'll give me a chance to have a look at the comments. Let's do this. What did Keir Starmer know about the Mandelson vetting? We'll find out.
Oh. They said it was a masterstroke, a diplomatic win, sending Mandelson to Washington. Let the spin begin. The Prince of Darkness in the shadows, back in the game with his little black book and a history of shame. They rushed the papers through, ignored the warning signs, but the whispers in the corridors were loud as church bells chime. He knew the risk, he read the files, he saw the name that made us recoil. Yet still he signed, still he smiled. Now the questions pile up, mile after mile. Can you? He knew all along what the vetting showed. Can you? But he sent him anyway down the Washington road. Oh, the files don't lie. Oh, watch the excuses fly. Can you? Yeah. Can you? Down, 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 that Epstein in the background, the parties and the flights, emails flying back and forth into the dead of night. They said it was just friendship, nothing more to see, but the reputational bomb was ticking quietly. Security flagged it red, yet someone weaved it through. Now the Prime Minister's saying, I never really knew. He stood in Parliament, looked us in the eye, claimed the process was clean, no need to ask why. But the papers dropped and the story broke wide. Now he's apologizing while trying to hide. Can you? He knew all along what the betting showed. Can you? But he sent him anyway down the Washington road. Oh, the files don't lie. Oh, watch the excuses fly. Can you? Yeah, can you? 60 years of new labor tricks, the dark arts master pulling the strings again. From Blair's right hand to Starmer's big mistake, the people see it clearly now. It's more than just one bad break. He knew the cost, he knew the stain, yet still he rolled the dice for political gain. Can you? He knew all along what the betting showed. Can you? Now the whole country's asking how low this government will go. The truth came out. Hear the nation shout. Can you? Send him back. Can you? Oh, can you? Can you?
Well, I didn't really enjoy that. I would hate for anyone to share it and more people see it. So please,
Yes,
for the
she
sake of the
did.
country, do not share this. Thank you for your cooperation.
Yes, Kerry. Tigger did leave with Ribeye. Strange, isn't it? When Bad Wolf went, Bluebell went. Funny. Well, not funny, really. Ribeye's still out there somewhere. If push comes to shove, he'd have my back. That's for sure. No, I don't think he is. I don't think he is. Perhaps in a way it's a good thing because we pushed each other too hard to the point of breakdown. We are managing. We're okay. Oh, right. Should have a song, shouldn't we? Let's have an Ulster one, is that? Let's have a look here. Not that one. Oh, Garrett Grip, please. Yeah. Let's have this.
The old lion stood firm when the sirens would wail. Never give in without fail. We shall fight on the beaches, we shall fight on the fields. We shall never surrender, no matter what yields. I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears, and sweat. He meant every word, no shadow of regret. This was their finest hour, he said through the night. And the people believed him, he gave us the light. But
have a good day, Ragnar.
Lion, Sir Flip-Flop, no. You're not the old lion, and we need you to know. He carried our hope when the world was afraid. You promised us change, then let that hope fade. You're not the old lion, we're telling you true. You're not the old lion, and we're done believing in you. If you're going through hell, keep going, he'd say. While the cities were burning, he showed us the way. The price of greatness is responsibility. He lived every word for the nation to see. He walked through the rubble, shook hands in the street, gave courage to strangers with nothing to eat. A voice in the darkness that steadied our fears. A leader who earned every one of our cheers. But you're not the old lion, Sir Flip-Flop, no. You're not the old lion, and the country says so. He lifted us up when the skies were all black. You took away warmth and you never gave back. You're not the old lion, we're telling you true. You're not the old lion, and we're done believing in you. You came with big promises, hope in your eyes. A new day for Britain, an end to the lies. Then winter fuel gone for the old and the cold, while Gibson free tickets and suits were your gold. The trust that we gave you has slipped through your hands. The dreams that we shared lie buried in sand. No army marching, no bombs in the sky, just choices you made while the people ask why. The old lion lost once the fighting was done, but he won in the war, the hardest one. You've lost in the peace that you swore you would bring, and the silence is louder than anything. No, you're not the old lion, Sir Flip-Flop, no. You're not the old lion, and we want you to know we stood with the old lion through fire and through pain, but we won't stand with you, not ever again. We will not fight on the beaches for you. We will not fight in the fields for you. We will not fight in the streets for you. We will not fight anywhere for you. You wanker!
Okay, guys, going to play one more song now. And that'll be it then until 8 p.m. tonight. Then I'm going to get a video out about Joe Marsh. I'm also going to be mentioning Freedom Dad because I watched a video of his last night and it was bloody excellent. It was really excellent. So I'm going to take a clip from that and then link back to it. That's the trouble doing this. You don't get a chance to watch all the videos you want to watch. Okay, guys, let's have this last track and then that'll be it for the morning until 8 p.m. tonight. Share this. I love this song.
Here is a wanker, yeah, that's plain to see. Promised the earth, then taxed you and me. From Holborn and St. Pancras, Knight of the Realm. Now he's in number 10 doing the helm. Took the big job in 24, said change is coming and slammed the door. On pensioners freezing in the winter cold, cut the fuel payments, left them out in the snow. Here is a wanker, oi oi, here is a wanker. What a boy! Gifts from his mates and dodgy mates too. U-turns and scandals, what else is new? Here is a wanker, every day. Here is a wanker, hip hip hooray. Winter fuel allowance means tested quick. Millions of old folks lost their kick. Backlash hit hard, rebellion in the ranks. U-turn later but still got the thanks. 2-child benefit cap, he kept it tight, then hinted at scrapping in the dead of night. Prisoners out early to ease the cells. Net zero zeal making energy bills from hell. Lord Ollie's glasses and posh clothes galore. Freebie scandal knocking at his door. Taylor Swift ticket, apartment on loan. Passes for glasses, now that's how he's known. Mandelson to Washington, what a choice. Epstein links had the nation in uproar voice. Vetting failed but rushed him through. Judgment questioned, what to do. Purged the lefties, went full centrist mode. Abandoned pledges down the Corbyn road. No nationalising, no free uni fees. Growth, 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 on your knees please. Ended some strikes, gave the docs a pay rise. But the vibe is gloom and fiscal lies. Island of strangers, tough on the boats. While the public watches and duly notes. From DPP to PM, toolmakers lad. Now Sir Keir's got the country feeling sad. Approval ratings in the toilet bowl. Most unpopular, bless his soul. He talks of missions, clean power dreams, but delivers cuts and broken schemes. Here is a wanker, sing it loud. Here is a wanker, proudly now. List of the things we've checked them all. From freebies to fuel, he takes the fall. Here is a wanker, one more time. Here is a wanker, and that's no crime to sing. to sing.
Great, wasn't it? Great. Okay, what do we always say? Stay safe, stay strong, aim high, vote low, restore Britain. See you on the next one, 8 p.m. Thanks for checking in. Oh, I'm Paul Morris, the Green Arrow. Forget my own name now, it's my age.